Big Jones back, baby. Big Jones back. Hey, man, hell of a fight tonight, definitely. The questions from Devin Haney has been answered. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people counting him out. You know, a lot of people was talking about him being gun shy, running, and things of that nature, man. But you got to give Devin Haney his credit for the fight, you know, because he didn't run at all. You know what I mean? He didn't run at all. You know, unfortunately, you know, me, myself, like I told you, I'm going to be right here, baby. I'm going to be right here, you know. I've always supported Devin. Brian Norman Jr., you know, that's like a little brother to me. You know what I'm saying? I have been for like the past 12, 13 years. So ain't nothing gonna change about that. So it was definitely a good fight for sure. You know, we ain't tripping about no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of a fight. We knew Devin definitely was gonna come to fight. Like, that's something we knew. I told you guys he was gonna come to fight. I didn't pay no mind to the other things that was going on. People talking about, you know, him being, you know, the body language at the press conference and stuff like that. I don't pay none of that stuff no mind, man. So, I mean, the fight itself, like I said before, after the knockdown, you know, from Devin Haney, you know, I think Lil Bro, I think Lil B probably, you know what I'm saying, respected some of the power was there, but he definitely still kept coming, trying to make something happen. You know, he did catch Dev, did buckle Dev one time or whatever. But I just feel like, you know, some of the stuff that he was doing, he wasn't himself, and he was, you know, being a little bit too cautious because of because of the knockdown and things of that nature. Psychologically, probably could have played a part, but I don't know. I do feel like that he was okay. I know for a fact that he was okay because he was talking about, you know, it was a flash knockdown. But that let me know that he was hurt, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he even mentioned that it was a flash knockdown or something like that, right, pretty much let me know that he was okay, right? Because he was definitely responsive and shit like that. But it was definitely a hell of a fight, man. And hey, at the end of the day, it's boxing. Somebody got to lose. Somebody old got to go, right? And that's the thing. That's the thing with boxing. Somebody old has to go. Nobody always gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Devin, you know, he definitely stamped this case. But then again, you got to ask yourself, well, at least I got to ask myself, I give him credit for the fight. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you did say all those things in the beginning. You did renege, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you did say, oh, he's bum, he's ass, this, and the third, or whatever else. Now, I do think that one card was the 113, 114. Now, I don't agree with that. Y'all know I'm a fair motherfucker across the board. Y'all know I'm fair, but I just feel like that 113, 114, that was definitely some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Did Brian Norman fight his way back into the fight? Absolutely. But I think it was the 11th. It was either the 11th round or the 10th round when he got caught with another big punch, and it kind of changed that round. Because I think he had won 3 straight rounds, and it seemed like Devin was cruising, even though Devin was up, but he closed the gap, man. And it was a 2 to 3 point differential in that fight at one point, you know. But then he got caught with that I think it was a 1-2 from Dev or whatever, got caught with the 1-2. And from that point on, man, I just felt like, you know, he had to, you know, make something happen on the scorecards. You know, and Devin had a good game plan, you know. He gave credit to Lil B as far as adjusting, because he did make an adjustment, you know. And people would say, oh, he ain't got no ring IQ and things of that nature. Well, that's not true, because you can't get credit, you know, you can't give somebody credit for making adjustments if you don't have ring IQ. So he definitely made some ring adjustments to get caught with that shot. And, of course, Devin tried again, and it was very unsuccessful. I think in this fight, man, you know, everybody talks about a puncher can never beat a boxer and things of that nature. I don't even think that was the case in this fight because he did hurt Devin doing, I think it was like the 6th or 7th round, if I'm not mistaken. Did hurt him. Well, it might have been the 8th. Kind of buckled Devin, and B got his, when B pretty much was all the way back, that's when some things started happening for me later in those rounds. The jab was there for Devin. It wasn't as much as it used to be. But he definitely popped the jab very nice. And again, yeah, like I say, I'm not no hater. Everybody expect me to be a hater, but I'm not. Just because we had, some words for each other, that's, hey, I'm cool. But at the end of the day, I've always liked Dev. You know what I'm saying? But people won't tell you that. People will say, they'll tell you some bullshit. They'll lie to you and say, oh, he's just a Haney hater. Nah, where was y'all, where was y'all when I supported them? Where was y'all when I've had plenty of different conversations with his father? You know what I mean? So people won't tell you that, right? But the thing about it is, just because you got certain individuals and certain people who on the right side this time, they kind of, oh, I told you this and I told you that. Nah, you didn't tell me anything. You didn't tell me anything. But what I did tell you is that it wasn't going to be just a walk in the park type of fight. Again, like I said before, Dev is a hell of a fighter. Norman Jr. never took Devin lightly. Norman Sr. never took Devin lightly. They put the work in just like Dev put the work in. But people assume that they know what's going on and things of that nature, and they don't, and it showed, right? But at the end of the day, man, listen, it was a hell of a fight. Congrats to Devin Haney. Congrats to him. Definitely super proud of my brother Lil B, for sure. Definitely super proud about that. And one thing about me, man, I support who support me. Not only do I support who support me, I support the ones closer to me. I definitely support the ones closest to me. I know a lot of y'all, when y'all fight or lose, y'all switch up. We seen it. You know what I'm saying? We seen it time and time again. But it ain't no switching sides, ain't no trading in this bitch, man. You dig what I'm saying? And I'll stay 10 toes down with mine. But at the end of the day, it was a hell of a fight. I told you I was going to show my face. Win, lose, or draw. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. And, man, I'm just glad that, those two guys got in the ring and mixed it up. You know what I'm saying? For sure. With Devin at the beginning of everything saying that it was ass, you know what I'm saying? He had to prove that. He had to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And he did. You know what I mean? And that's all you can really ask for. That's all you can really ask for. But my only thing, again, like I said before, you said the man was ass, he's a bum, this, and the third. Do you get full credit? Because it's like, damn, bro, you want your cake and eat it too. Yeah, it was a phenomenal performance. But, bro, when you're discrediting your opponent like that, man, that says a lot about you. For me to even make this video, it says a lot about me because I have a lot of integrity. Now, there's a lot of people out there who don't have a lot of integrity, in which, y'all pay attention and listen to. So, for a dude like me, got a lot of integrity. And again, it was a hell of a fight, for sure. I actually thought the whole card was a pretty damn good card. And, hey, man, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to get another shot. There are going to be people to tell you he's not going to get another shot and this, and the third. I'm definitely looking forward to the rematch, for sure. Definitely looking forward to the rematch. And I think it'll be a even more better fight in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that overall, I'm really happy for both fighters. I'm definitely happy for Lil B because I know how far he came. Definitely coming from nothing, especially into the pro ranks. He didn't even have a promoter at first. His last, before he got a title shot, he only had 3 fights with Top Rank, and who knew that it was going to come so soon? Even when he got the title shot, right? Even when he got the title shot, we all know he was supposed to lose that fight against Centennial. So it just shows you the grit that he has, the skills that he has to even make as far as he did make it. He defended his belt 3 different times. victorious 3 different times. Traveled to Japan, went in somebody else's backyard to win the belt, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, flew over to Saudi Arabia, you know what I'm saying, to defend the belt again for a 4th time, you know what I mean? Congrats to Devin Haney on winning a title in a different weight class, at 147. He looked good. He looked real good, man. You can't hate on that, you know what I mean? But for the people who shitted on Devin, talking about the Osterine and shit like that, that's one thing I can congratulate and pat myself on the back. Because I don't believe in that cheating shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my big bro got cheated, you know what I mean? And again, man, look, it's gotta give credit where credit's due, you know what I mean? Gotta give him credit, you know what I mean, for sure. Again, I never was a Devin Haney hater. And certain people made it out to be, which was definitely false. You gotta understand, I ride with my people. You can't get mad at me for riding with my people, Unfortunately, I was, some of the people that, disliked me or had a disdain for me, hey, that's cool, that's fine. They on the other side of the street. But, things happen, shit happen in the fight. That's out of our control, definitely out of my control. I'm not in the ring. And I told you guys from the beginning, no matter what the fathers say on the outside the ring, it's only 2 people who got to get in the ring. And those 2 people got it in and got it on. You know what I mean? So, definitely a hell of a great shit. It was good shit, man, for sure. But those are my thoughts, man. Congratulations to Devin Haney. And I'm definitely super proud of little bro Brian Norman, for sure. I think he showed a lot of things that a lot of people thought that he couldn't do. A lot of people say he can't cut off ring, he can't do this, he can't do that. You know what I mean? And I think he showed those things. And Devin didn't even have to move, or didn't really move. Outside of the first round, I just thought that shit looked real weird. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, shit, it was good shit, bro. I'm definitely happy that I got to say a great card, good fights, and it's boxing, baby. It's boxing. With that being said, Big Jones back, baby. He out, though.